Hey everybody, thanks for taking part in Jobber Radio and the Jobber Radio Prediction League. So, there's been a lot of questions coming in. What do I do? How do I log in? How do I do this? How do I do that? Well, first of all, there is no login process. I've tried to make Jobber Radio, the Prediction League anyway, the easiest possible method. And I think the key word for this video is going to be simple. Okay, I try to make this as simple as possible. There's no logging in. There's no registering. The only thing you have to do is when you're on the homepage here, you come to join the Prediction League. It's going to pop the page up here. Create your Prediction League account. Now, I guess this could be somewhat misleading. You're not really creating an account. You are just signing up. That's all this is. You're going to type in your name, blah, 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 blah. You're going to type in your email, blah, 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 blah. And there's video tutorials on the site that show you how to do all this stuff more in depth if you need to. You're just going to type in your people, whoever you want to be your avatar or whatever, whether or not you want to be a tag wrestler, then hit submit. And that sends us an email. It also puts you into our database. And it gives all the information you listed in this little, in the windows here. And we manually sign you up into the league. Everybody that's signed up at this point, I've gotten every single person. We're around 40 or so right now as of the recording of this video. So not too bad before our very first event. I know once we get to the event, it's going to kind of trickle out. I know not everybody who's signed up is going to take part. But the thing is, when you are signed up and say it is time, our first show, let's go over to I'm going back to the homepage right now. Let's go down to the events. And this is like the hub basically for the Jobber Radio Prediction League events. This is where you're going to see the TakeOver Chicago card. You're going to see who's listed on here right now. And if you don't see your name, this is the one thing I wanted to really point out and stress this for everybody. Say you've signed up and everything, and you don't have a profile. You don't see your little picture right here. You don't see Owen Hart right here, whoever you picked. Take part anyway. You will be given a match if you submit your picks. Even if your profile's not created, your picture's not on here. If you have submitted your picks, you will be given a match no matter what. If, like, say like the main event here, say this is like the opening match. If everybody's got a match already and you submitted, who knows? We'll just make this a triple threat match, or we'll change stuff. That's why everything is cards subject to change. We will make sure we fit every person in no matter what. So don't feel like, oh, well, I'm not on the card. I don't see my name. I guess I don't compete. It's not like that. Everybody is welcome no matter what. You submit your picks as long as they are correct picks and you didn't like miss things and whatnot. Yes, you are perfectly able to compete in every single show. And so that's going to lead me to what the actual submitting your picks looks like, because I have a tutorial on an in-depth how to do it, but just for this video, I'm going to show you just a little bit more, just some more stuff. So say we'll go back to the homepage here. Okay, so you're like, all right, I know TakeOver Chicago is tomorrow. I need to submit my picks. So hover over Prediction League, and right here under the Events tab, you will see a thing that says, it'll be like right here, somewhere in here, it will say, make your TakeOver Chicago predictions, and you'll click that. So I made one a little while back just as a demo for Payback that already took place. So I'm going to open up a tab that shows this is exactly what it's going to look like. Instead of WWE Payback, it's going to say NXT TakeOver or Backlash, whatever prediction, whatever show you're making your predictions for. So you'll see the little graphic right there, and we'll have some basic rules right here, which are, if you didn't go read the rules, which you need to go to hover over Prediction League, go to rules and match stipulations, and read these rules. You need to read those rules, okay? But for some reason, if you're a rebel and you're an asshole and you didn't do it, this gives you a brief, quick little run through here, and it does have another link on how to go read the rules and match stipulations. So, this is the biggest thing I have to stress is we use confidence points here in the Prediction League. So that's how you get a bigger score. That's how we actually grade you on your score when you compete against people. So you cannot use the same confidence number twice. What that means is if you're like into fantasy sports, this is very common. I'm sure you already know this, but not a lot of people are into fantasy sports. So the best way to describe this is when you go to sign up, you're going to see all the matches right here. So you're going to put your name in, whatever name you signed up as and whatever email you signed up as. Now make sure you use the email that you signed up as, okay? That's very important. So if you have, say, I put in Bomber on here, say I put Bomber in, and I signed up with my normal email, but I didn't put in the correct email here, that's a red flag. That's going to show you are not who you say you are. And plus we have IP matching, so we will see if it's the same IP address. So don't be trying to pull a fast one over and try to cheat. So we will catch you. Anyway, so say you got your information in and it's match one time. It's time to make your picks. This was the payback card. There were eight matches? Yes, 8 total matches. So what does that mean for confidence points? That means there are a total of 8 confidence points. All right? So we're going to do this. This is going to be as simple as can be, okay? You don't have to log in. You don't have to do anything. This will show up under the events tab right here. You don't have to sign up to find this page. You do not have to sign up to find this page. It'll be under here. Or if you are going on the home page and say you are on the events tab, there's going to be a little link for the Takeover Chicago. It's going to be right above the main event. It's going to be a link right in between these two right here. You're going to see it's going to say make your Takeover Chicago predictions. It's going to be bold. It's going to be starred. You'll be able to click it, and that's going to show up as soon as we post it for you to make your picks. Until then, you are not going to see anything right now. So we don't want you to try to go in there and make picks before the card's complete. It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, back over here to the card. This is how you make your picks. Say this is the Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho match for the United States title. When I was thinking about it, I was going to pick Kevin Owens because it's a no-brainer. And now, the way confidence points work is 1 point is the least confident in the entire show, okay? Say if I am not sure Kevin Owens is going to win, I am only going to wager 1 point. But if I'm very confident, which I probably would have, as they call top lock this, I would have probably put 8 points on this match, meaning if I get this match correct, I gain 8 points. But if I only wagered 1 and I got this match correct, I only gained 1 point off this match. Does that make any sense? I hope so. But if you get it wrong, obviously in a normal match, that means you just get nothing. So it's better to miss out, say, because for this perfect example, Kevin Owens lost. Excuse me. Kevin Owens lost. So what that means is if I only put 1 point on this match, I would have only just missed out on 1 point. But if I would have put 8, that means I would have missed out on the most possible points, which is a major blow to your score. So you got to be careful when wagering these confidence points. So as you go through the card, I'm just gonna pick the top person for all these. So you're just gonna go through, boom, 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 boom. Just go through. You make your picks, right? Okay, so we'll get the bonus question in a second, but you make all your picks. And now you got to wager your confidence points. So we got 8 points on Owens, okay? So now you got Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. All right, House of Horrors match. Jesus, that was horrible. But anyway, what you're going to do is, man, I really think Randy Orton's going to win, but not as much as Kevin Owens. So I'm going to wager 7 points on Kevin Owens, okay? Or on Randy Orton, okay? And then you go to the next match, Hardy Boys. I think Cesaro and Sheamus are actually going to win. So... But you know what? I'm just really got this hunch. I think the Hardy Boys are going to win. So I'm going to pick them to be safe. And I'm only going to wager 1 point. Meaning, if Cesaro and Sheamus do win, I only miss out on 1 point. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay? So you kind of see how this works here. But if you want to, boom, Cesaro and Sheamus. If you want to take the risk, you could go big, go 6 points on them. Or you could go 1, play it safe or whatever. And the reason I can't do 7 and 8 is because I already selected those for these matches. That is the main thing that I got to tell you guys is you cannot use the same number twice. Okay? So say we got 8, 7, 1, and then we're just going to count up. So this match will be 2, this match will be 3, this match will be 4, this match will be 5, and this match right here will be 6. So basically, all my predictions are complete. At this point, you're done. All you have to do is submit. You already got your name in. You got your name. You got your email. You've selected who's going to win. You've put your confidence points on all the matches. Double check to make sure your numbers are not duplicating. Make sure you do not have the same number twice. Extremely important, because if you do submit your picks, and if you do have a duplicate number, you will not get points for that match. That is what's going to happen, okay? I don't want to see that happen to anybody. I know it may happen to some people at some point. People do make mistakes, but unfortunately, in the JRPL, you are going to pay for making your mistakes. So double check the numbers. Make sure nothing does repeat. And then down in the bonus question, there may be one, there may be none, there may be, who knows, there may be 5. Based on 8 matches, I only put one bonus question for this, and it's how many championships will change hands at Payback 2017. And since there were 4 title matches, you have the option to do 4, 3, 2, 1, or no title changes. So whatever you think, pick it. And as you see right here, the bonus question is worth 2 extra points. This is not required. You don't really have to. You can just leave it at 0. And hey, when you submit your picks, and if it does happen to be 0, you will get those 2 points. But again, this is not required. You don't have to come in and do this. If you want 2 extra points, which I assume you do, you can. But it doesn't count against you like the matches do. So once you got everything done, hit submit, and it sends us all the information. We get to see every single person you picked, all the confidence points, and at that point, you're good to go. That's all you have to do. It really is that simple. You're going to come up to Prediction League. You're going to say, oh, there's the match I need to make my predictions for. You're the show. Click it. It's going to bring you to this page, whatever the show is. This is Payback, but it'll be whatever show you're predicting on, and everything's going to be right here. Fill it out, hit submit, and I'm not kidding, guys. That's as simple as it is. There's no logging in. I've been seeing a lot of questions on social media, and people have been asking, hey, I can't log into the site. I signed up, but I can't log in. When you go to create your account, when you submit the stuff, that is not like registering you onto the site. That is just signing you up for the league. You will then, later on, as you see it, we're going to hover over Prediction League, by the way, go over to roster, and this is where the entire roster is going to be. You can hit view all, and it's going to have everybody. Right now, we just have the Jobber Radio crew because I'm playing it safe. I am going to have to create a lot of graphics and a lot of little things to make this work and make it go. So I don't want to create all graphics for everybody, and then you sign up and never show up. Does that make sense? I don't want to do all this work and then you no-show and wasted my time and everybody else's time. So basically, when you do sign up, and I do have everybody's sign-ups as of right now, you're not going to get a profile right away because, just as I said, I'm going to make sure you're actually going to show up and you're actually going to take part in the Jobber Radio Prediction League, and then, boom, then you will have your profile here. And let's go to Peanut. Let's pick on Peanut in a minute. So you're going to click on your profile. And right now, this is definitely a work in progress. We still have a lot of things that we want to do in the profile. You got your superstar, what show you're going to debut. So when Peanut shows up at TakeOver Chicago, which is going to be the first show, it's going to say NXT TakeOver Chicago. So later on down the road, say, who knows, like 5 shows from now, people can go in and look, oh, okay, he debuted at that show. And that's basically just for archive purposes. And career record, this is going to be your record overall in the JRPL. Career points, we're going to keep track of all your points. And highlights, career highlights, this is tournament wins, title wins, any other kind of like specialty win that is like beneficial to your Jobber Radio Prediction League career. So down here, this is going to be where it says soon to come. This is going to be the body of your profile. We're really thinking about the ways we want to utilize this, whether or not we want little descriptions. I am going to keep track of all of your match specialty records, all of your, like, say, all of your pay-per-view records, all of your WWE pay-per-view records, all of your TNA, which there's only like 2 of those, all of your, NXT is a better example. We plan on doing Ring of Honor pay-per-views, and who knows, anything in the future we may show up and we may have predictions for them. But anyway, I'm going to keep track in the backside of all of your records and stats, and that may show up right in this section right here as we go. But match history, this is going to be really important. This is going to be kind of I'm really big on, obviously, history. So what we're going to do is every match you compete in, you're going to see your opponent. You're going to have a little check mark or an X, whether or not you won, right here in this little broken thing right there. So say Peanut is going against Tom on our first show, right? So it's when Peanut either wins or loses, he's going to have little check if he wins, X if he loses. He's going to have opponent's Tom. The result's going to be a victory or defeat. That's going to be the score of the match. This is going to be NXT TakeOver Chicago. Show number 1. Match type, it's set to be a singles match. And title, there's no titles online, so it's going to be a little dash there. But your history, your entire Jobber Radio Prediction League history is going to be found on your profile page. So however many shows you do, you can go back and look and see who you beat, who you lost against, who you like, all the title matches you've had, what events you've took part in, all your scores, and all that. So your profile is really going to be like a place where you find all your stats and records. But again, there's no need to log in. You can't log into this profile. It's going to be just for stat purposes and that kind of thing. But I think that's it. I really wanted to stress that there's nothing to log into when you sign up. I know there is a thing on the site on like over here. You're going to see I'm logged in right now because I'm an admin on the site. So I have a login. You do not. There's no login details. You're going to click it. You would get a login page, and it would tell you there's no registration on this site. And that's true. There's, at this point in time anyway, of me recording this video, there's nothing to log into on Jobber Radio, okay? So keep that in mind. All you have to do is sign up, go to this page right here, click that, sign up. And then when the time comes, like I said, the Prediction League, the show will be right here. Click it and fill out your picks, hit submit, and that's all you have to do. I try to make it as simple as possible. And another place where if you want to find that is going to be down here. This is where, on the homepage, most recent Jobber Radio Prediction League events. This is where you're going to see all of the stuff for all of the events. It's going to be located right here in this little big, it's empty right now, obviously, but once we get going, it's going to fill in, and you're going to see all the events. That's where you can click. That's where you can make your picks. And then eventually, that's where you're going to see the results for who won, who lost, and everything that went down at that show. I think that's about it. I went a little long on this, but I think I wanted to stress everything, all the frequently asked questions, I guess would be the best way to label this. But yeah, that's it. You're going to see profiles show up along with all our other content, videos and podcasts and everything we do. And this right here is going to, this section right here, the site is going to be the news. This is where we have the, the KFAB. Yep, we're going to do that. Anyway, this is where all that's going to be. Like, we're going to have news articles like Peanuts challenging people and so-and-so jumped somebody and they're challenging somebody to a match. All those kind of like just things to make the Jobber Radio Prediction League a little more fun, a little more enjoyable for everybody. But I actually have been doing this for a long time on different sites and stuff, but I've never been able to do it on my own, and I've always wanted to do it on my own, in control of everything. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. It really does, I know from experience, it really does making the pay-per-view is a lot more fun to watch when you're actually rooting for every match. When there's a match you don't give a shit about and you really want somebody to win because you made predictions on it, it does make that match a lot more enjoyable. And trust me, I mean, that's just me anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, guys, that's it. I think I covered mostly everything. The best way to check on Jobber Radio Prediction League information is going to be on our Twitter account, okay? We have a little link right here. This is to our @JobberRadio. So follow us on Twitter @JobberRadio. You're going to see we're going to make match announcements. We're going to give different results, give news articles, post links to stuff. The biggest thing that you may want to see is we're going to post when you can actually go in and make your picks. We're going to announce when this page actually shows up and you can go in and make your picks. That's probably the most important thing you need to follow us on Jobber Radio for. But I think that's it, guys. I did enough. If there's any more information, I'll make some more videos on it. We have a video tutorial section under the Prediction League. It's right down here. Right now we have how to create a profile, how to submit your picks, and a little overview of rules and match stipulations and stuff. And now you're going to see this video pop up right here, which it's not on this video, but it is right now as you're watching this. That's interesting. But anyway, all right, guys, that's it. We'll see you guys on the next one, and good luck in the Jobber Radio Prediction League. Hopefully you make a good run and challenge for a title sometime. So that's it, and good luck, guys.